Hi guys, so if you are following me, this is my new laptop and I'm going to set up this for a programmer perspective. Because I'm a Java developer, so I will install all the Java edited softwares. So there are various ways of doing it. Either you could already download it and everything, you could install, or you could go to the website one by one and there in that way you could uh, download and install it. So I am taking it is like you are a new person and you don't know how to download it. So yeah, it will be kind of step by step process. So I will go to the because Java is uh, owned by Oracle, so you have to the go to the this site. For now, my purpose is for Java 8. I'm not installing higher version. So yeah, this is the thing. So actually here and I have to log in the Oracle account. So I already have the Oracle account. You could create your own. It is free and you could use it like me as an open source user because Java is open source. Obviously, after Java 8, Oracle made it, licensed version. So there are few things that you need to take care of. So there are right now there are two versions of Java. One is the Java by Java JDK by the Oracle. Another is the Open JDK. So there is not much difference at the initial level, but yeah, when it comes to the production and you are deploying your code on a production servers, there is a difference because you need in some cases you need supports. There are cases where if you are developing some kind of driver software or maybe some machine related software which is directly interacting with your machine or the native codes, then in that case open jdk is not for them. So yeah, you have to purchase the license version of the Oracle jdk. So here, so by this way I am also testing performance of this my new laptop, uh, which I gave a kind of unboxing in the first video, so you could follow me. I will give you the link in the below. So the way I usually check is like when to provide you this task manager. You could go here and you could type task manager and see your task manager. So I already opened it, so it's here. So you can see what is the performance CPU, memory, hard disk, GPU. So it's like this. So during because it takes some time, so I will talk about the machines, how you should buy a new machine. So what happens like for a programmer, because we install a lot of software. For example, I will install the JDK and then Eclipse, then I will install some MySQL, and there are a lot of open source software. Maybe I will configure the Kafka, Cassandra, and some other tools, JMeter and Postman, right? So because I have to install all these software, so all these softwares takes a lot of memory. So whatever the laptop you are buying, always take care that you should have enough hard disk as well as the memory, the secondary memory and the primary memory. Now, now it comes to the CPU, right? So what happens, like if you are installing a lot of software, right? It needs computation power. It comes from the CPU. So you should have a good CPU if you are, using all these high-end applications, because it needs, to process a lot of data. And once your data comes to the memory, then obviously it is the job of the CPU. So if your CPU is weak, that means you will, your machine will lag. So what happens is, like for a, for a no, any new user, I would say that consider, the first thing is like the cache. It should have good amount of L1, L2, L3 cache. Second is the core. For example, any i3 machine, in the current case, like in any Intel i3 machine comes with the two cores. That means you could make only four threads. But if you have a i5, it will provide you the four cores. That means you could make at a time uh, eight threads. So this machine has, with the AMD Ryzen 7 5700U uh, processor, it has eight cores. That means I could create it easily create the 16 threads. So it gives me, more power regarding the processing. So the base speed of the, it also affect the performance. That is the base. The base speed of this machine is 1.8, but yeah, it could, increase depending on the requirement. So that is what you need to consider. So I hope that JDK is installed now. I could simply go here. So program files, out here, program files, Java, Java JDK. So it's a bin, right? All your executables are here. The Java command here, Java C, right? So what I will do is, like, I will copy this path and go to PC, more options, right? Go to properties, go to system environment variables, and here in the system variables, not the user variables, go to the system variables and say Java Java underscore home. This is the standard way of, setting the path. Now to this place, JRE campaign is here. So go to the here and type JRE underscore home. Yes. Okay. JDK home, JRE home. Now come to the path, and here you could edit. You could add your path. So I will say percentage Java underscore home slash bin, right? Because that Java C and Java is there inside bin. So Java, sorry, GRE underscore home slash bin, right? So here, copy CMD, type Java hyphen version. Great, it's working fine. So next thing that I'm going to configure is the Maven, which is, I mean, second most important software for any developer right now. Maven here. Download the latest zip version. Right. Whatever you downloaded, you could delete it, but that is now almost unused. here, continue. I will extract here, extract all. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I mean, till now this machine works pretty fast, so I'm not disappointed actually. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the performance. This is a new experience for me using an AMD processor, because earlier I used to work on the Intel processor, either i5 or the i7. So yeah, so I will type like Maven underscore home. Remember for the Maven, you should have the path, the Java JDK and JRE path, like I earlier mentioned, Java home and the JRE home. That should be the same. Otherwise, it will not. The Maven will not work. So because the Maven dependency itself pick your Java and JRE path from there. Maven underscore slash web. Okay. So I come here, type cmd mbn for the version. Yeah, great. I mean, both things are working. Now I will download the Eclipse. Preferably, I will download the STS for now. Uh, great. So Max 64. I mean, it's downloading pretty fast. What I observed from the earlier speed test. I have another machine which is which has i5 11th generation. Yeah, i5 11th generation, and I felt that this machine is quite faster than that machine. Uh, yeah, but yeah, obviously I will slowly start using and explore it. Uh, Once I will start working on the multi-threading projects, then only I could tell you, okay, whether this machine is good or bad. So it's happening. In the meantime, what I could do is like, okay, Java, JDK, Maven, STS. Now I should download the Mysql as well. It's good. I would definitely recommend you to download the installer, because it will give all the packages at the same time. You don't have to install different software. Uh, Here I don't need to log in, so probably MySQL will learn earlier than this. So yeah, MySQL first. Yes, launch it. Yeah, so it will give everything. So I will first install the server. MySQL server is fine. Yeah, any other option? Back. So client custom. Let's go with the custom. Okay, here I could actually select the server version. So ideally, you should always go with the uh, latest server machine. It is somewhere. Sorry, MySQL 8 is there. Then we definitely go with this. And applications we need is Workbench. So we need the server and the workbench only and nothing else. So I will put both of them. Connectors we don't need because we use the Java connectors that we will write, or you could use the JPA, JPA or the Spring data source for the connection. So first, definitely I will install Mysql server. This is the Microsoft C++ dependency which requires, so it will automatically download it. You don't have to separately download it. That is the benefit of installer. Otherwise, what happens is like it will ask the dependency, and then you will go to the Microsoft and you download .NET frameworks and all those things. That is a bit hassle in that case. In this case, yeah, it will download it and it is almost automated. Close. Yeah, both are ready to install. I will execute it. They are downloading. You could see the details here. It is, I mean, through the installer, it is quite faster, but yeah, obviously you should have a good internet connection. Without that, it will be slower. So I have around 200 Mbps, I guess, the fiber line is happening. And in the meantime, we could see how the machine is performing. So see, right now the memory is 6 GB and CPU 10% is going. In this case, GPU is also using because this window is a graphics based, so that is why. Execute, yeah, install. It's quite fast. See the logs. Even if there is any error, you could directly see here. After the installation of your MySQL server, you have to configure your credentials as well. So let's see when it will come. So right now, this workbench, which is client interface for your database, that is there ready to configure now. Yeah, configure. So by default, port number is 3360. Oh, sorry, 3306. So I go to the next. Retain. Yeah, I will definitely. So I will put the password here. You could use the complex password. You could use the user as well. Right now I am using for my comfort. So yeah, once this will be executed, your user will be created. Your all your schema and default schema will be created. It will be ready to use. Yeah, finish. Configuration complete. Finish. Yeah, it's done. Probably workbench. Yeah, workbench started. So I will go with the root user. This is the default user. I will just put my password here. Great, great. It's working fine. So I could see the default schemas here, CSH here. I could create like the test database, which I will keep the UTF-8. I'll discuss why we should use, UTF-8, this collision and everything. For now, because we are just testing it whether it is working or not, so you could simply yeah, I will select the database, double click on that database, and you could like create a test database. Select the char set. Always select your proper collision and that char set. Yeah. So this is a bit confusing. You will not see the column name, so you have to pull it down here. You could see it here. ID. And for example, you are creating a new database table. So auto increment column underscore one whereas great finish. Right. So you could see the table here. Select, for example, one test apply. You could use the SQL queries to generate all these things. But yeah, here because I'm just testing it, so I'm not. Yeah, it's fine. It is working great. So now I will install the your STS tool. This is a zip version, so I have to unzip it. Show more. Okay, so here I need one more software that is what do you say it zip download. Yeah, WinZip, right? I prefer WinZip. You could go with the 7-zip as well. Download WinZip or not WinZip. I would say go with some other WinRAR. Yeah, WinRAR is good. Yeah, this is yeah, this works fine. Great. So I will check ISO and jar so that I could extract the file from ISO and jar as well. So okay, it's open source, so you could use it without any issue. So I'll go there, download section, Spring, right click, open, extract here. So you will get another zip version of it. Then again you have to extract it actually. It's not here. The UI. So Spring. Yes, what content? Yeah. So you have to extract this file. Extract here. Yeah. Then you can see the STS. And simply copy and abandon all the other unnecessary files. We need this one only. Before that, what I will do is I will create my workspace. So here I will go to folder underscore workspace. Let's copy this path so that it will be handy when STS copy software. So I will put somewhere. It's a C drive only, then why it is taking time? It should ideally should not take that much of time. Maybe because it has a lot of small chunks of files, so that is why it is taking time. Still, because usually what happens, like if you are moving your file from file into the same drive in a different directory, ideally it should not take that much of time. Only it takes time only when either you are transferring data through the network or you have a different partition, whatever. I mean, whatever the region is. Great. So I will come here and open this one, configuration settings. Right click here because all the settings are here regarding your JDK, memory, and everything. So if you remember, I have installed Java 8. So Java, yeah, I will mention 1.8 here. Sorry, that number of 1.8. So this means XMS means the initial memory which will be allotted to this uh, Eclipse is 256 MB. So I will increase this 10, 24, and maximum will be like 20, 40, 48. That means the 2 GB, 1 GB initial memory, and max is the 2 GB. So as per your machine primary memory, you could install it or change it, modify it. For now I am fine with the 2 GB. If required, I will change it. So I will save this and I will just create one shortcut on desktop so it will be easier for me for the next time. Yeah, so I will start it from here. Let's see how much time it will take. This is the first startup. See, your CPU is spike up and your memory as well. So because these are the software, it takes a lot of memory and the processing powers. So always better if you could get a good machine, uh, could perform better actually. So yeah, this is the launch space. So let's see how much time it will take. It's good, quite fast. I mean, it is quite fast. So let's create a one Java example. If it is, test working fine with the Java. Yeah, finish. SRC. I'm not creating any package because I'm just testing it. Test. Check this. Good, good. So, hello Java. It feels nice, when you write any program. Great, working fine. So I will configure this more better way. So go here, compiler. See, by default is 1.8, 1. I mean, whatever the default version it supports. So always change this. Go here, execution environment 1.8. Select this. This is the default version, right? Remove it. Add your version of JDK. Standard. Go here. Go to your directory where you have installed your software, like this. For me, it is JDK. JDK, and see it will list down all the libraries here. It will add it here. Now come to the apply this. Now select this one. Should show you what no issues. We'll come back here. So this one preference. Check this. JDK is fine. 1.7 C. Perfect match. Apply. Yeah, so yeah, this is all about the configuring your machine for the initial setup. So in the next video, I will show you how to use other tools. Slowly, I will also tell you how to create the vlogs because this is something for a lot of people maybe they are interested but they don't know how to create the vlog, how to edit the videos so that because obviously when you are recording something there will be mistake, right? There will be some interruption, so you have to edit it because you can't put the raw videos into the any platform, right? So yeah.